Or something. Yeah, we got page 568. Let's see. Psalm 19, page 569. God's glory in the heavens and in the law. Yeah, we're rolling in about 3:50 in the afternoon. We wanted to do a Bible reading. Yeah, we just came up from getting our creamer and stuff. We just ran over to Shaw's. It is disturbing. And then when you see the level of people around over the years that have been involved doing investigations and state workers and people giving their opinions, yeah, it's very sickening to us. It was sickening to us in 2012. So I'm not sure when you came on board or started working with anyone around here. But just so you know, there are punks here. And they fucked and abused those children. Do you understand that? These are facts. Literally. So I'm not sure what the fuck you think you're doing. Anyone around here that's protecting those people, whether you work in or out of the systems, that's fucked up. Just when you look at what's documented in the abuse of the other children, and then people start to question, well, why? Well, why? Oh, and the concerns about what? Me being a non-vaxxer and all the panic. What was that all about? What were the actions and behavior I was displaying that was concerning to anyone? Please tell me. Exactly. So when you actually look into it and you see that, it's really quite disturbing. It's coming out of the mouth of who? Right, and it's third-party information. So then when you look at what we're saying and the things that are documented and factual and what makes sense, you go, oh. And then when you accept the reality and the truth with which we speak, a lot of the confusing things aren't so confusing anymore. But then you're left with, well, wait a second. How could anyone be so nasty? Yeah, exactly. And that's why Trump said right from the beginning, we're dealing with a lot of nasty people. These are the non-negotiable situations where punks have wormed their way in to some very comfortable situations with a lot of protection because of all these investigations and things. And they understand that, and they know that too. And they know that these situations only arise when you're dealing with really nasty people that are going to throw each other under the bus, feeding their addictions, and cut each other's throats when the fucking lights get shown on their nasty fucking bullshit. So we could care less about what a lot of the people around here are doing, but it's their whole lives, and we get attacked by those fucking pieces of shit all the time too. Doing their scams and hating and tasing, getting the Karens, non-vaxxers. Right, so carry on. We're concerned about the children being abused. And those punks are usually feeding those people their scams and the fucking child pedo stuff. Eat your fucking fried pickles and go chase pedos all day and make a profit on it. Right, so they're feeding you a lot of the fake child and animal pornography. And there's also real stuff in the mix, and that's what we're concerned about. Hi. My name is Mary, and we're at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine, and I have 4 children here. My youngest 2 are in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles. If you work for the state or whatever department, counseling, support systems, I don't fucking care who you are. We know the facts and we know the truth. My children have been abused in unspeakable ways, and those fucking sick pieces of shit and mentally ill psychos who tried to kill us, it's not okay. You can try to justify it all day long. I don't care how horrible of a Karen we are. Non-vaxxer, scary Nazi, bully, part of a cartel family. You fucking crazy, nasty pieces of shit. You pill-popping, alcoholic, wine-drinking, nasty fucking cunts. I really hope you get exactly what's coming to you. When you protect evil fucking pieces of shit, mentally ill fucks that abuse little kids, and you protect them, because you're getting gain in some other area? Is it feeding your ego? Is it just your job? Right, and when you look at the doctors and people in these positions where it's just their job, right, oh, I know there's better treatment options, but as a Western medicine doctor, this is what I have to do, right? They usually don't even engage in those conversations, and they know it when they sense it coming, and they avoid it because it doesn't do any good to get into an argument with someone like that, right? Yeah, so that got old to us back in 2006, 7, 8. It was really bad, a lot of the doctors and people. the ignorance. A lot of good people were killed. Yeah, so that got old school to us a long time ago. All the fraud and the stuff with the immigrants and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, do you just like the smell? You like the smell? Psalm 19, God's glory in the heavens and in the law. Your guess is as good as ours. Any other questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions as to how we can help those kids without breaking the law? And we know there are none, so what's next? How can we get people to acknowledge reality so we can help with treatment and prevention? Even though there's no help for a lot of us and people that it's too far gone for, already dead. Yet can't prove it in court, and you know those cases, if you try to push it or take it to court, yeah, they usually wind up dead before the hearing even starts. So if you're not awake to that, you can fucking eat shit and die for all I care if you want to fucking give an opinion about any of these scenarios and you don't fucking know that shit and you're working in the systems, get the fuck out. Fire yourself. You're a loser, piece of shit, careless, heartless, fucking cunt. Get the fuck out. It's just a suggestion. Or have a fucking heart. Do the right thing. Drop the fucking bullshit and acknowledge the facts. And stop fucking peddling whatever fucking business, product, or political ploy or personal fucking vengeance bullshit you got on your fucking shoulder. Shake it off, huh? Alright, anyways. Psalm 19. God's glory in the heavens and in the law. For the leader, a psalm of David, the heavens declare the glory of God. The sky proclaims its builder's craft. One day the next conveys that message. One night to the next imparts that knowledge. There is no word or sound, no voice is heard. Yet their report goes forth through all the earth, their message to the ends of the world. God has pitched there a tent for the sun. It comes forth like a bridegroom from his chamber. A bridegroom. It comes forth like a bridegroom from his chamber. Would I say bridge? Like a bridegroom from his chamber. And like an athlete joyfully runs its course. From one end of the heavens it comes forth. Its course runs through to the other. Nothing escapes its heat. The law of the Lord is perfect, refreshing the soul. The decree of the Lord is trustworthy, giving wisdom to the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The command of the Lord is clear, enlightening the eye. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The statutes of the Lord are true, all of them just. More desirable than gold, than a hoard of purest gold, sweeter also than honey, or drippings from the comb. By them your servant is instructed, obeying them brings much reward. Who can detect heedless failings? Cleanse me from my unknown faults. But from willful sins keep your servant, let them never control me. Then shall I be blameless, innocent of grave sin. Let the words of my mouth meet you with favor. Keep the thoughts of my heart before you. Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Psalm 20, prayer for the king in time of war. We'll read this one, last one, 359. We'll go make our coffee. Psalm 20, prayer for the king in time of war, page 570. For the leader, a psalm of David. The Lord answer you in time of distress. The name of the God of Jacob defends you. May God send you help from the temple. From Zion be your support. May God remember your every offering, graciously accept your holocaust. Selah.
grant what is in your heart. Fulfill your every plan. May we shout for joy at your victory. Raise the banners in the name of our God. The Lord grant your every prayer. Now I know victory is given to the anointed of the Lord. God will answer him from the holy heavens with a strong arm that brings victory. Some rely on chariots, others on horses. But we go on the name of the Lord, our God. They collapse and fall, but we stand strong and firm. Lord, grant victory to the King. Answer when we call upon you. Welcome. Thank you. Peace be with you. Thank you. I do too. I have prayers and faith. The truth will keep coming forth. Good people are going to keep waking up, becoming enlightened, speaking the truth. System of a down, system of a whole. Yes, we do. Because we know it helps those in these situations of dire distress, despair, down on their luck, submission, the children, the innocent hostages, people being abused against their will. And willingly, yeah. They seem happy. Yeah, we've explained that before. I don't know, just like a beaten dog, huh? It'll lick your face later. Yeah, these punks think it's funny to treat our children that way. Especially the retarded ones, huh? Especially the ones of the Frenchies and the goons, huh? Two birds with one stone. Yeah, these punks, when they were coming up from down south out of the chop shop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in prison first and they let him out early. So the catalytic converter dust, if you're not familiar with that, that's a whole other kit and caboodle thing, huh? Right, so you can curtail that stuff all day long, fiddle-faddle, who deserves what, it's really weird to us personally how a lot of that political stuffs get brought into these individual situations. So when you see that usually only happens time, space, location. Yeah, so we're at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine. And my brother's drug buddy who bought this place in 2009, right, the private investigator was trying to give out warnings about some things and concerns with people doing the gaslighting. And I know they did not want my family here, did they? A lot of those psychos and Karens. And right, so anyways, that was being looked at pretty heavily. And the gaslighting, as you can see what happened, people shot themselves. A private investigator speaking out about that shot himself. Doctors were killed, disappeared. One got hit by a Mack truck. That one's still under investigation. One of the druggies drove himself into a Mack truck. Yeah, that would have been like probably the Norm Macdonald of the group in the sense of just the nice guy that wouldn't have been okay, you know, kind of looking around like, yeah, no, this isn't okay. Yeah, it's nasty, it's gross, it makes you want to throw up. And I don't know how anyone can carry on in those kind of loops and circles and stay silent about the things we're speaking about. It's weird, even on mainstream, and you have these people in the mainstream news, yeah, and they're doing their podcasts, and they completely ignore, who were we listening to earlier? We were watching someone else, and they were listening to Megyn Kelly and someone else talk about some of the issues. Yeah, they were talking about Nancy Guthrie. Yeah, Mom,
Yeah, anyways, it's amazing. And here are these people that are connected to these major networks and groups, people that completely ignore a lot of the issues that are killing so many innocent people. Why do bad things happen to good people? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Just happens, huh? Natural selection, as they say. Anyways, it's very strange to us. They've yet to even address the issues with the vaccines, the SSRIs. Do you pop them yourself? Is that the issue? Do you not want to talk about it? Because, right. They're a bunch of pill-popping, wine-drinking motherfucking cunts who have tried to ostracize, and look at what's been happening with the legalization of marijuana. Yeah, and a lot of them who throw those freaking sticks in the road are opening a shop on the other side. Do you understand that? Right. So it's really fucking sick and disgusting to us how they can show their faces and talk about these things, knowing what they've been ignoring for years, and they've just like, oh, like it didn't even happen. Everybody's waking up to these horrible things and they're not addressing it at all. Right? And when we know some of your friends are heavily involved with these activists and these pieces of fucking shit trying to gaslight people in these communities, wow, you got a lot of fucking living to do, don't you? Enjoy. I mean, you've made a lot of money off of people's pain and suffering, so you should have plenty to enjoy the fruits of your labor, my dear. Unbelievable, huh? Hopefully.
We're gonna make a coffee.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, peace, love, and happiness. Hey, it was 1711. Doesn't mean a thing. Look.
It's starting to flurry again.
Hey, here's a wind chime. Hey, it's 4:07.